Mohammed Rizwan. Let's see. Let's see what our 11 is tomorrow. Rizwan, we obviously have two fine keepers in our team, and Safraz is also expert at playing in these conditions, and so is Rizwan. So we have some tough decisions for the 11, which is what we want. Shaheen Shah Afridi excites me every day. He's a wonderful performer. He always has Pakistan at heart. He always wants to give 100% to the team, and there's never any doubts with Shaheen in terms of his intent and passion to play for this team. So he's got amazing skills, and he showed those skills in Galle. He hadn't played, or we hadn't played Test cricket for 6 months. So it was a tough examination down there for our seamers, because we obviously only played 2 quick bowlers, and we found that the outfield was very heavy as well. So that's taken a bit of a toll on some of the legs, but we've also had a nice 3 days to recover from that, and our medical staff are expert at getting our boys up and ready again. So Shaheen and all the attack, I'm pleased to say that the whole squad is fit and ready for selection. Yeah, look, we as a team, we closed that chapter in Galle. We were very, very proud of the way that we played down there. The brand of cricket that we played is something that we've been working on. We feel we have an obligation to not only win for our fans back home, but also in the way we win is very important. And we want to entertain. We want to be dynamic, and we want to be true to who we are as people. And I think by nature, our Pakistan team are fighters, they're warriors, they want to show their skills. And from our staffing point of view, we're working hard on just helping them release those skills. So what we saw in Galle was what we knew all along, that there was a lot of skills that perhaps had been hiding under the surface, but we're working hard to give our team the freedom to use those skills at the right time. And obviously a test match is a battle over 5 days, and there's times when you have to fight hard to get into the game. There's times when you have to fight hard to hold the game, and there's times and opportunities that you need to seize when you can advance the game. And we're very much a team of young, dynamic men who have skills that are growing all the time. So we want to be number 1 in the world, and to do that, clearly we need players in the top 10 in the world. We have some of those. We want more, but we also want to have number 1 skills in the world, and that's a given. To be the best team, you have to have the best skills. So our mantra is that we're always working on that. So we were very happy with the way we played in Galle, but we spoke as a unit after that day 5 victory, and we were happy to close that chapter in Galle because we know that this ground here is going to be a different examination for us, maybe some different skill sets required, and certainly we will need to adapt to the conditions that we find on each of the days and each of the phases of the game. But we're really looking forward to it. We don't, we're certainly proud to be 1 up in the series, but we're taking each test in this test cycle as a unique opportunity to adapt to what we know are going to be the conditions, to make sure that we're adjusting along the way to what we find ourselves in terms of the position of the game, how the opposition are playing, and the opportunities to advance. But we're certainly looking forward to play a dynamic brand that is a winning brand, but also an entertaining brand for our fans back home. Let's see. As I just mentioned, we're really happy that we have every player in our squad is fit, ready. We also worked hard in Galle out the back in the nets, and we had a number of our playing 11 and also the non-playing group that put a lot of excellent work in down there to really experience the conditions that Galle presents, and really try and learn and adapt and keep developing our skills for this part of the world, because it's a unique challenge. We're really enjoying the challenge. You know, it's A lot of teams in the world come here and they find it very difficult to win. We're very, very happy that we've put a real focus on the skills that are required to win here during our camps in Lahore and in Karachi and also in Hambantota. And it was nice to see them play out in the first test. He's a wonderful leader and he's certainly an inspirational player, as we all know. And he's one of many players in our team who are inspirational in terms of the results that they perform, they bring on the park. And because of that, everyone is behind Bubba. And look, we're blessed actually. We're blessed to have a number of high-quality players in the team. And for us, leadership is more about what you do, not about what you say. And Bubba is a man of few words, but those words have powerful meaning. But more importantly, his actions have powerful meaning. And we're certainly behind him. He's one of the best players in the world, and it's a privilege for all of us really to be in this era, in this changing room with a number of players who are near the top of the world in their skill sets. Well, thank you very much for giving me that heads up that they are different. I'll take note of that. But how we prepare is that we're adaptable, and we've prepared in different conditions in Lahore. We found different conditions in Karachi. We found different conditions in Hambantota and different conditions in Galle. And throughout the last 2 weeks, our team, bowlers and batters, have adapted nicely to those different conditions and found ways to put pressure on the opposition, whether it be with the ball or the bat. And that's certainly our intent here, is to assess very quickly the conditions and to earn the right to apply our skills. And that's a key for us, is earning the right in a test match to get into the game, understand the challenges and the examinations that are going to come our way. We're welcoming those, we're wanting those, and we feel confident that each of our boys down there have the skill sets to combat whatever this pitch deals up. No, the only thing, as I've said, is that all of our squad are fit and ready for selection, and that's a nice feeling. We now have some very tough selection decisions, and as a selection group, that's exactly what we want. And not only in this test match, but going forward to the important couple of months ahead. We're already planning, and we're going to have some very, very tough selection decisions, and that's a good sign for Pakistan. It's getting better, and it's something that we're working on constantly. We acknowledge we're an open, honest group. We acknowledge that that's not a part of the game that has been a strong point for Pakistan in recent history. And we acknowledge also, and we see an opportunity for us to improve that part of our game, for it to become a strength. And it was nice in Galle. We had 18 chances and we took all 18 chances. And that's always pleasing. It doesn't always go like that. And it's important, as you'll see today in training. Even though it's last day training, we'll be working hard on the basics of our fielding. And it's something that all of the staff have, or the majority of staff have fielding skills as coaches. And we've brought along with us on this particular tour Aftab Khan, who's specifically working on the fielding skills. But there's a number of us that are assisting with that. Aftab is doing a fantastic job, but we know that cricket's a very simple game. There's three aspects of the game: batting, bowling and fielding. And if you win, or if you compete in 2 out of those 3 aspects, you'll be in contention. If you normally win 3 of those 3 in the game, you normally win the game. So all 3 are important to us, and we'll continue to, even though we fielded superbly in Galle, there were some outstanding catches taken, and it's been a real pleasure to watch over and over that catch of Abdullah Shafiq's in particular. But there was a number of catches specific to the conditions in Galle at short cover and short mid-wicket that were grabbed. And Imam ul Haq, Salman Aliaga, there's some brilliant catches taken. Safraz, just having a clean sheet and taking all the edges that came his way. We were very, very happy. It was a significant part of the victory down there, and we know that. But it's not something that we'll stop working on, because as a group, we know it's still not the strong point of our game.